Hello and welcome to the first ever Leicester College podcast. Today we're going to talk all things apprenticeships, from myth busting to success stories, and I'm even joined by an employer and a current apprentice with Leicester College, but I will introduce them in a little while. At Leicester College, as one of the largest apprenticeship providers in the East Midlands, we are always committed to delivering the best service to all of our employees and apprentices. Alright, let's get into it. My name's Devina. I'm an employer engagement officer for the construction trades and hairdressing apprenticeships here at the college. As mentioned, I'm joined by a current apprentice, Luke, and his employer, Ian, from ADS Laser. Ian, would you mind talking a bit more about ADS Laser and apprenticeships there?
Yes, ADS Laser Cutting is the premier metal finishing, fabrication and assembly company in the UK. We provide anything from bespoke items to large production runs.
Mm-hmm. And so apprenticeships at ADS Laser, can you tell us, so what apprentices have you got, so what areas are they in, and what made you go down the route of hiring an apprentice?
Yeah, I mean, initially our first apprentice we had at ADS Laser Cutting, Zeke, has now moved on to be one of our directors, one of our managers, directors at Business Support Director at the company. So that's one of the success stories we've had long term. I think he's been with the company 13 years now. More recently, we've had Luke, who's with us, and Sam, who are both just finishing their final year of their metal fabrication apprenticeship. And we've also hired two new ones to start in September of the upcoming year. So, yeah, I mean, we definitely believe in apprenticeships at ADS Laser, and they bring big value to our company.
So you think you'll always take on apprentices each year, or at least regularly?
Yes, yeah, every year we plan on taking one, maybe two on each year, and possibly as well we've taken on one this year in the office as well to do business support, is it business admin apprenticeship, so we've also taken on that as well.
Okay, that's
so
great.
We can definitely see like the advantages in taking apprenticeships on and what value they can bring to our company.
So would you recommend other employers to consider taking on apprentices who have got vacancies?
Oh, hugely. The skills they come into the workplace with after they've been at the college, that you can see the difference from the ones who have done an apprenticeship and actually learned it rather than being taught like on the job. You can see the skills difference between the two.
Okay. And Luke, so obviously you're a current apprentice at Leicester College. So firstly, can you just introduce yourself and your role?
Hi, I'm Luke, and I'm currently completing my level 3 apprenticeship in fabrication and welding.
And so how has it been being on an apprenticeship? And
it's been good, to be honest. At the start, I was really sort of unsure, but as you progress through it, you see that there's so many more benefits than people think compared to just maybe going to uni or whatever, because you get to work at the same time as well as learn. That's how I see it. You get to come to college, and then you get to work, earn money. So it all adds up in the end, I think.
Have you faced any challenges while you've been on your apprenticeship? What skills have you learned from it?
I think you'll know this, Ian. It was right at the start. I think you know sort of how much lack of experience I did have.
Yeah, when Luke joined the company, he was, we shall say, very green. His skills in the industry were very limited, but his progression under the tutorship of the lecturers at the college has been outstanding. He really, and that's a credit to him as well as it's a credit to the lecturers you've got here at the college.
That's good. So what do you think has been your highlight while you've been on the apprenticeship? Any like unique, inspiring moments?
To be honest, it's quite a recent one. We bought a robot welder, and me and the other apprentice Sam, we got to go on a course in Huddersfield. So we spent overnight there, and it was really quite interesting to learn about a robot, and then now we're in the progress of setting it up on jobs, programming it, and it's sort of a really big step up.
So have you and Sam been the only two to start off learning about it, and you're looking to move it across other
so in the whole company we are the only two who were trusted to go on that course.
Yeah, I think we definitely recognised that they have the in-depth knowledge that the college has given them, and that would enable them to pick up any errors and processes and problems with the machines because they'd had that experience at the college.
That's awesome. So you mentioned success stories, obviously. We've had Zeke come on, who's been a success story. We have had multiple. Do you have any other ones? 'Cause I know that a lot of apprentices, they secure employment with their current employer and they do apprenticeship with. Some of them even go on to doing bigger and better things by using the skills that they learned. Do you know anybody else that you've had to deal with?
No, I mean, currently the two, Sam and Luke, which are just coming to finish, and there is full intention, I can't see any reason why not, that they will be given full-time employment come the end of their apprenticeship. They've really become valued members of the team. And we're hoping that the next ones we've taken on will be exactly the same.
That's great.
I would mention as well that our managing director, he did start off as an apprentice.
Yes, he did start off as an apprentice himself in welding fabrication and then set up his own company. I mean, and like myself, I myself was an apprentice 25 years ago at this college, so I also know the benefits of it.
Yeah. I think I've had someone contact me the other day and say, oh, I've just finished my dental nursing actually, and now she's been selected to go to Birmingham City University as a hygienist, and she was picked out of like 1,000 applicants or something like that, but she has used the skills that she's learned from this course to progress further. So it's good to hear that people have started off doing an apprenticeship and they've gone further with what they've done. So yeah, it's good to hear about your managing director and your new one as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just moving on in the workplace as well. The apprenticeship can also help you move on to the next step in further education if you want to, going on and doing a HND or a degree in your chosen subject.
Let's go over some common questions, just because we are always being asked by people like to certain things. So let's see if we can go through some we are mostly asked. Our first one is, can only large employers take on apprentices? I know at ADS it is one of our bigger employers we work with on engineering, but we do have smaller employers take on apprentices as well, because I know it doesn't have to be a certain number of people that you have hired that you take on. So that would be, no, you don't have to be a large employer to take them on.
I think any employer can take on an apprentice. It gives you an employee that's going to learn many skills and be invaluable to your company going forward. It's not limited to large companies. Yeah,
and they can, as well, when you're taking on an apprentice, they can really support to retain skilled workers, because once they've done the apprenticeship with you and you've like moulded them to the skills you need them to have for your organisation, they can stay on and help build your workforce and grow it. So even if they were your only employee, you can always take on more because they can support you. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. What levels are there for apprenticeships and what are apprenticeships equivalent to? So what level are you currently doing right now?
So I'm doing a level 3 in welding. I was going to say there's a lot of scope, like Ian said, for if I wanted to, I can return back to college and do further courses like your H&D, your H&C, and even uni if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So.
I know they go from a level 2, so just below what you do, all the way up to masters. So yeah, you could always progress into university if you wanted to. I think you might be able to help me with this one. So is an apprenticeship a real job? So it is a real job, but can you talk about your experience of it being a real job? Like, what do you
Absolutely, yes. So how I see it is, you're learning, the majority of your skills you're going to learn on the job. And I know specifically at ADS, I've had a lot of help from mentors, and they've definitely put the time in putting me on courses to learn what to do, how to approach things, how to build on those skills. But then also you get the added bonus of going to college, so you learn how to do stuff, because at ADS we've got like the laser cutters, the CNC machines, whereas at college you learn how to do it all by hand. So you sort of...
They are transferable skills.
Yeah, so I think they're more sought after, because then you're able to pick up on things that other people won't pick up on that haven't gone to college. That's how I see it. But yeah, it's definitely a job. Yeah.
I mean, like, and earning money as you are increasing your knowledge and skills.
Yeah,
is great.
Bonus. Yeah, definitely, 100% worth it. Yeah.
That goes into our next one. So, are you paid during an apprenticeship when expected to pay for anything? So, are you paid while you're in your apprenticeship?
Yeah. Paid, yeah.
The expectation of paying for an apprenticeship or paying for anything related to it, have you been expected to pay for anything?
No, it's all sorted for you. They're all dead on top of it, dead kind. Yeah, it's all in your hands really. It's all just given to you.
That's good then.
Yeah, I think the company are happy to make that investment
Yeah.
because we know we are getting skilled workers out of it.
Another question we get quite a bit is there an age limit to an apprenticeship? So how old are you when you started your apprenticeship?
When I started, I just turned 19.
Oh, okay. So I think the minimum age is a 16-year-old. So as long as you're 16, there is no upper age limit. So you could always do another apprenticeship when you're a bit older if you wanted to progress further, because you're at least now over 16. Those are the most common ones that we receive. I think we're going to do some myths now, which I've got over here. There's always myths that people have. They have expectations, or they think that they hear from somebody else that apprenticeships are like this, or when you're an apprentice, things will be like this. But sometimes it's just not the case. So some of them is, so you can only do apprenticeships in trades. Now, you mentioned you've got a business admin apprentice. So obviously there aren't just trade positions available within apprenticeships. There is marketing available, there is management ones available. Like I said, it goes up to masters, which are mainly management courses. I think they now brought out a doctor's one as well, so there's a lot of medicine ones. But yeah, even in organisations like yourself that do take on trade apprentices, you can take on other ones in other areas because you have got a business admin apprentice. There's another one of apprentices not paid very much. I know the apprentice wage has just gone up, so it's £6.40. But a lot of employers do pay more. So they can, like I said, it is an investment, so they want to support you to take you on and help you with whatever you're doing in life as well. So you can get paid a lot more. I think the average right now is £20,000, something around that age. So yeah, apprentices can get paid quite a bit. I know some apprentices get paid way more than some of us in the office because of what area they're in. Is just that work just seems to bring in more.
I think the good thing to look at an apprenticeship as well, that yes, your starting wage may be slightly lower, but then your top wage will be infinitely increased by you having these qualifications and skills.
Yeah, because you'll gain so many more skills, and as you're doing more jobs or progressing into different jobs that relate to it, you get paid way more and related to what you've got. So yeah. And apprenticeships can't go into university. You said you might consider going to university. Do you know that you can?
I'm definitely open to the opportunity of progressing further, whether that be going to uni or even, like I've said before, doing the H&C or H&D. I'd happily do that, yeah.
Yeah, so you know that they can definitely go into it.
Yeah. You, throughout the course, you're told by your trainer assessors that you've got plenty of options after you've finished.
Yeah.
Where you can progress further if you want to. Yeah.
That's good. So I think now that we've squashed all those myths, we've answered all the questions that people might have, either whether they're hiring an apprentice or just looking to do an apprenticeship. Let's sum it up because I think we'll come to the end of the podcast now. So I think the main points we've had is that there are several apprenticeships that you can do. They're not just in trade areas like metal fabrication. There are business admin. I think there's over 700 standards available in apprenticeships. There's always bringing so many more out. I think at the college we also do well over 20 of them as well. So we've got a variety. So if you ever did want to move on, or if you move to other courses like H&D, H&C, the college also delivers that as well. Apprenticeships can really support your business as well. You said that it supports your workforce, helps you retain skilled workers, and they're just a really good benefit for employers, which is great as well. And it can also set our careers as well. So what do you think your ultimate career goal would be after doing an apprenticeship?
I would just like to see myself progress further, maybe move up the ranks if I can, potentially. I'd definitely like to see that, because I don't want to just stop at where I am now. I'd like to definitely progress on top of what I have been doing.
And go a bit further.
Yeah, definitely.
You think a apprenticeship will helped you be able to go into that?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like I said, they're always, now we come to the end of a course, they're always pushing us to look at what's next, instead of just stopping here. Look at what can we do after this, basically.
Yeah. So if you're interested in doing an apprenticeship or you're interested in taking on an apprentice, then head over to the Leicester College website. Under the apprenticeship section, there is an contact us form, so you can just use that to get in contact with us, and we'll get back in contact with you as soon as we're able to. We are on social media, and we're on Instagram, TikTok. I think we've put TikTok out recently, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter. So go follow us on all social media and get more up-to-date information. Ian, what are your social medias or website that they can get in contact with?
Yeah, we've got many social media accounts. Our website is adslasercutting.co.uk. We have LinkedIn and other social media accounts that are all accessible on the internet.
Okay. So thank you both for coming in, and we'll see you all next time.